Thanks a lot for having me. This chat is going to be about data silos on construction sites and how we can address the challenge of data fragmentation to achieve analytics on the field. Next slide, please, Phil. Excellent. So before, you could also go to the next. So before we get into the solution, I was thinking about contextualizing the problem. Typically on construction sites, you have a mixture of systems to collect data, right? So you have paperwork, Excel files, document management systems. You also have some modern tools like site entry or gantries and turnstiles. You have quality management systems, safety and environment management systems. You also have WhatsApp and other communication tools that act as data entry methods and modes for collaboration. Now, typically, data is fragmented between these two sources, and it requires a lot of effort to integrate and finally get a comprehensive data set to analyze, right? Sorry, did you say something, Phil?
No, I thought I was on mute, excuse me.
Excellent. So yeah, this integration challenge is super costly and it has implications for your productivity, and it also causes delays because it takes time to get the data you need to make decisions. So I'll give you a little introduction to Novade and how we address that. The next slide, please. And the next, yeah, it's fine. So essentially, Novade is a company that was founded in Singapore roughly 7 years ago. In the past 7 years, we have managed to expand our presence into over 22 countries. We have more than 220 enterprise customers who use our solutions on all their sites, and more than 100,000 users who have been working with us on a daily basis using our applications. Next slide, please, sir. Yeah, now, so if you look at some of the stakeholders we work with in the industry we work with right from the owners of the property. So that could be owners of the assets as well. So it could be government entities for infrastructure, or it could be private developers for residential or commercial projects. We also work with some large contractors. So some names you might recognize here are Samsung C&T, Bouygues Construction, Eiffage. In the UK, we just moved a couple of months ago, but we've started business with Costain Group and Booth Welsh and so on. So a lot of large players trust us to digitize their processes on the field and be the single source of truth for the build and operate phases of a project. Next slide, please. Now, this slide clearly explains what we intend to do as a business, right? So we identify your repetitive or manual tasks that are fragmented across different systems, digitize them on a single platform so that field users have mobile and tablet interfaces to key in data in real time. And this data is then pushed to web interfaces for management to have insights and take decisions based on the facts. Once we have a broad enough data set, we also then work with our customers to leverage on predictive modeling and analytics as to what could occur on site and what subsequently provide prescriptive analytics and on what they should do to address these challenges. Next slide, please, Phil. So just to introduce you to the Novade platform, as you can see, we have a variety of products to cover different operations on site. So we have Novade Quality to manage your quality aspect. We have Safety/HSE to manage all your safety HSE processes. We have reports, maintenance, workforce, and activity. But the underlying theme is, even though it's multiple modules, it's all tied onto a single application, ensuring that your data set is not fragmented and users on your site don't have to learn how to operate multiple systems and go through the costly challenge of migrating to different systems as these systems do go out of, as they go out of fashion. Next slide, please. So today's talk is going to be primarily focused on quality, safety, and reports. And we're also going to be showing you a little bit of a customer testimonial and some demos on how we manage your data, right? So essentially, the Novade Quality module can be used to drive your quality standards by defining the expectations and ensuring things get done right the first time around. And also, if there are any defects, snags, or rework required, ensuring that these items are correctly tagged, assigned, and driven through to completion so that nothing gets done the wrong way. So there are a variety of objects that can be used right from your piling stages or earthwork all the way to the handover and commissioning of your assets. So now we have inspections, forms, defect functionalities, checklists of forms, We also have a different handover tool that can be even given to clients. So your clients have a restricted view and see things, which also brings them into the loop of quality rectification, which we've seen substantially boost customer satisfaction. Next slide, please, sir. Yeah. The next module we have is Novade Safety / HSE. Now, Safety HSE is a comprehensive tool to drive your safety processes on site. It essentially involves everyone in your value chain, including stakeholder, subcontractors, clients, and so on, so that you can enforce compliance and prevent any issues before they occur. You can also drive digital toolbox meetings, make sure your staff are qualified, and equipment certifications are in place, so that anytime people are working on a particular trade or equipment is being deployed, you know that they're qualified to do so and the machinery is fit for the task. You also can enforce your other safety standards by using the other objects on the platform. And I'll show you how in a second, but maybe we can have a look at the next slide. Novade reports. Now, this is our latest tool, and it is actually a very powerful one, because typically what Novade reports does is it tracks the key metrics that affect your project performance, such as your activities or production. It tracks your workforce deployment and overtime. It tracks your supply receipts and consumptions on site, and your equipment or machinery utilization on site. Now, the beauty of reports is it benchmarks your performance against your plans and aggregates multiple reports made by multiple foremen, supervisors, managers into a single intuitive dashboard where you can see and download these reports in one page on a daily basis to know exactly what's happened on site and where you're going beyond your plan, to track your plan versus actuals, right? Next slide, please. Okay, so now everyone keeps talking about AI and the path to AI. Now, this is a slide actually by McKinsey where they talk about the challenges with regards to achieving AI. The first step is to define repetitive processes and tasks that you can automate. Most companies already have digital tools for basic systems where they can define their processes and tasks, automate them, enter data, and have some descriptive analytics, some simple charts and dashboards to show them what happened on site. Where we go further is we work with our clients over the long term to start generating predictive analytics for them to predict what happens. And we keep refining these models as more data sets come in to make it more accurate. Once we reach a suitable level of accuracy, we then start prescribing what to do and then measure that against our modeling and keep refining the same. So this is the path to analytics, and most companies currently find themselves somewhere around automation and descriptive analytics, where they have some basic systems and some dashboards in place. Next slide, please. So our tool or our answer for the same is Novade Insights. Now, Novade Insights, I've just got a demo keyed up for you here. So Phil's just going to show you a video of Novade Insights and what it looks like.
We are now on the Insights feature, a feature that would be of high interest for the high management and of use because it would give them interactive dashboards of.
How's the audio? Can you guys hear it?
Everything that is going on throughout their sites and projects. For example, at the moment we are on the safety module and the overview page where we could see all the data related to the incidents, the actions, the permit to work, the workforce, observation, and equipment. And of course, we could filter by time frame, by construction site, by project, and so on. So for the actions in specific, we can look at all the actions created throughout the last 30 days, the rectification duration per action, the actions by type, which would allow us to better understand what's going on our sites and how to better tackle it and prevent it. If you want to look at a specific project, we can go to the filter, select a specific project, and just look at its data. We have the interactive dashboards, which means that whenever we click on a specific type of information, our dashboards are going to change accordingly. And we can go to the micro level, for example, and just look at actions or observations. So we could go to the actions, have a look at just actions in specific, our actions created, rectification duration as mentioned, actions by site to understand which site is the most active and log in actions, the actions by month. And if you want to look at a specific month, we could make use of the interactive dashboards. Just click on that month and all the data will change accordingly, and we could just have the display of the data of that month. And of course, this level of insight will allow us to predict potentially future behavior. We can also go to observations as mentioned. And insight is present in several modules and not just safety. We can also look at it in the quality module, in the activity module, in the workforce module, the reports module, and so on.
Next slide, please, Phil.
We are now on the insights feature.
Excellent. So that was just a demo for insights. Now I have a little bit of a customer testimonial for you. So this testimonial is from Colas Rail. They were working on the LRT project, the rail project in Jakarta. So we're just going to show you how they use Novade and what the benefits they felt were.
Colas Rail, we undertake detailed design, procurement, build, testing and commissioning, and maintenance of the railway system. Traditionally, in the construction industry, is mostly relying on the team to collect all the data generated by a project, analyze them, and act upon them. All these are done on paperwork, verbal communication with little record. So using a cloud-based system, I believe that we have instant access to the data. They are collected instantly on mobile device and allow the team involved and the stakeholder of a project to quickly have access to the data and act upon them.
I work at Colas Rail Indonesia. We're working on LRT project in Jakarta. We're heading toward Cibubur Station. Novade being used in Colas Rail at every level of supervise. Once we report it in Novade, all of our supervisor can see what's being reported. Every report, we can say it was online. We use the Novade as distributing point for drawing, for form, so we don't have to carry a lot of paper to sign, but we can sign it on Novade and the other supervisor can see it. It was already approved on real time, I mean.
What is good in technology, it shouldn't be a burden to the team, but it should assist the team to better perform the day-to-day work. This is how we can improve our productivity and get good results on the production side.
Nice testimonial, Tejas. Really like it. That was cool.
Yes, so maybe we can have a look at the next slide. So the key takeaways from this entire chat was we're not intending to replace any of the systems on the design and the build design side. Our goal is just to provide our customers a common integrated platform so that during the build and operate phases of a project, all your data sets are consolidated. We can provide you analytics in a simple and easy to use manner. And we also have open APIs to facilitate collaboration within the common data environment. So be it integrating with your design tools, your document management systems like Marble, for example, or collaboration tools, or even pulling in data from your assets or even hardware systems. An interesting use case would actually be with the current COVID-19 pandemic, right? So a lot of our customers, what they've actually done is they've integrated with AI cameras and thermal cameras on site so that anyone with a fever immediately gets flagged, and this information is shared with the health and safety teams and project management. They test this person, and this person, if they're positive, contacts are traced as well, right? So be it hardware, software, or any other tech you're using on site, we can connect and we can facilitate a common platform. Of course, if you'd like more information, you could visit our website at www.novade.net, and we'd be happy to schedule a free demo for you.